So when you take your medicine, you always want to write it down. You want to write it down. That'll keep you out of the hospital. That way you don't overdose, you don't underdose. You know exactly what is going on. So I'm 70 years old. Glory to God. Got all my teeth. I'm in good health. This camera makes me look very light skinned. I uh I tried my other camera and for some reason it did not want to go to work. It was like leave me alone. So I'm on my backup camera. I don't necessarily like the the way the camera makes me look, but that's too bad. I had not intended I had not intended to make uh, a video tonight, but the fact of the matter is too much is going on, and let me see. Let me see. All right. Uh, I'm going to start with this verse about maybe not. Maybe not. Huh. It's weird about it's weird about the different phones. I find the Motorola very easy to use and the Samsung a little bit confusing and yeah, I definitely like the Motorola's. I always buy two of everything and I buy different brands. So one brand lets me down, the the other one will be okay. So boy, the internet is slow. A nation groans. All right, here we go. And for some reason, the Samsung, I have to double tap everything, and with the Motorola, I have to single tap. Uh, so, anyway, this is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous thrive, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people groan. Okay? Uh, New Living Translation. When the godly are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked are in power, they groan. So it's talking about our current situation, and you really need to get over to Brylan Riggs channel, BRYLANRIGGS, before his video was taken down. Steve Poplar had, excuse me, I gotta take my weight off my hip. It's very difficult being bedridden. It's very unpleasant. And I thank those of you that helped me out with the diapers and the old people pads and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh gosh. So I want to give a shout out to Ethan. Shout out to Justin Johnson and his family. Shout out to Katrina, to Terry, and It was Katrina or Terry got me Pedro. Oh, folks, I love Pedro. When I was a kid, my parents threw out my stuffed animals when I was at camp, and it really was a hurtful thing that they did. So, this is another way they were showing me the love and going through my stuff and thinning it out. So, when I was a kid, I was just I wasn't really a family member. I was just somebody who lived at my parents' house. I was estranged from my father. We weren't lovey-dovey family-wise. None of that stuff. So, the mistake I made when my father put me out, 15 years old, I got put out and the door locked behind me. I was a good kid. And the evil thing was my family. My family, they tried to make me think that it was my fault. I was a good kid. I washed the car, cut the grass, and all that crap. And my father put me out because he was afraid that the next time he pushed me down the basement stairs or tried to rub a cigarette out on my belly, that I was going to kick his behind. So that's the truth of the matter. When my mother was passing away, I was not allowed to see her and make peace with her because they said that would upset her. So I bought the most expensive color TV that you could get back then, a Zenith portable on a cart, $468 TV set for her to enjoy in her sick room. And she got sick on a Wednesday, gone by Sunday. My father never said, thank you, kiss my butt, go to hell. He never returned the TV, which is what you do when you reject a gift and you're a class person. You give the gift back to the person who gave it. But he sold it to my sister who tried to stab me when I was 11. He sold it to her for $50 while I was still making the payments on it, by the way. So I would have gladly bought it back for $50 myself. It was his way of spitting in my face. In any case, you got to go to Brylan Riggs' channel because he's got a video that they will probably make him take down because it tells the truth. It tells the truth. It has a speech by Come Holler that where she admits when she was prosecuting attorney how she would bring a little charge against a person, and that would make them have to hire a lawyer. That would give them some jail time. That would cost their job, ruin their family and stuff. It's a really sad video to watch because she's so proud of it, of destroying people's lives. It's a shocking clip. Disgusting is the best word for it. Upsetting. So the people that you're getting ready to vote into this country, the people that you're getting ready to vote in, fam, and I can see it coming, and it's not going to be Trump because they've already said, the progressives have already said that if Trump were to win, they're going to pull Article 14 on him and disallow the vote. And they said they are very ready. They are very ready to call out the guard and all to protect themselves when they take your right to vote away. And fam, if you wanted to expose the Matrix, now is the best time to expose the Matrix. And if it were up to me, I'm not going to vote this time, but if it were up to me and I wouldn't get put on somebody's list, I would vote for Trump just to see the reaction of the people, just to prove that we are in the Matrix, okay, and to prove that that it doesn't matter, okay, because they've already said that if Trump wins, they're going to disallow the vote, Article 14, and that they're going to put him in Rikers Island, which is a prison. They said they already have a cell waiting for him. They said they're going to do it in September, which means that they're going to do it at the last minute so that the Republicans will have to scramble for another person to run, which I think will be Nikki Haley. So if the Republicans win, it's going to be Nikki Haley. And if the Dems win, it's going to be Come Holler, because Come Holler is already POTUS, pro tem. So pro tem, if you don't understand what that means, it means she's been installed. And there's a video where Gavin Newsom is laughing and talking about how smoothly Come Holler got installed. Okay, now the thing with Come Holler was Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe gave a nod to her as far as backing her. He did that to spit in the face of Barry Obama. Okay, he did that to spit in Obama's face and throw a log into their their choice, because their choice was not Come Holler. So they can still change it if they want. They could still change it last minute if they want. I don't think they will, because one puppet is as good as the next. But in any case, the country is in big, big trouble. Our fuel reserve is almost gone. We're out of money. Okay, we're out of ammunition. We've backed the border for the yellow and the blue country, while our border stays wide open. I don't understand that. So, we've helped out Israel, which is a good thing, for them to keep their Iron Dome active, but we don't have any defense ourselves in America. And see, they're planning on us using all of these proxies to fight their WARS. They're planning on using all these proxies, and they're counting on the WAR staying over in Europe. I don't think it will this time. I think it's coming to America, and people are going to be quite shocked. I think people are going to be very shocked. And that's why you're in a grave amount of jeopardy, in my estimation, because fam, if you're not ready, you don't know where you're going to go that day when the sirens go off. You don't have food and water and medicine and everything stocked up, And see, fam, when the stuff hits the fan, and the stores are all closed and everything, you're going to have all kinds of people knocking on your door if you are a diligent person and you're stocked up. You need to have like a little gift bucket that you can give to your nosy neighbor that's got a little bit of rice in it and a couple of bottles of water. And when they knock on your door insisting that you help them because they're not prepared, they're called lone wolf preppers. They're not prepared in and of themselves. They just intend to go and take other people's preps away from them. So the other thing that you need to have a working pantry in your kitchen, and then you have to have a hidden room, a safe room. And what you do is you take a core room out of the center of your house somewhere that's not obviously a room, that doesn't look like it would be a room, like maybe under a staircase, something like that, okay? And you put a fake bookshelf and make that into a door, and then you hide all your munitions and your the rest of your pantry, your food items, all of that other stuff. You hide in that room so that when the gov comes by to do home wellness checks and take your stuff, they might get some of it, but they won't get all of it. And then you want to take some of those long 7-gallon buckets, and you want to put some food and water and supplies in them and go bury them someplace. Maybe you have a vacation property, or maybe you know where there's a sewer drain or something close by that nobody, knows about or fools with. You can put something there, or maybe something by work, or something, near your school or something like that. But you're going to have to prepare. And fam, if you're a young person and you understand that you should be prepared and your parents aren't, there's no reason, young people, why you can't buy a case of water, $4 or $5 case of water, and put it in your closet, and buy a 5-pound bag of rice, for, $5, whatever it is, and put that in your closet so that when mommy and daddy come up short, you can be the hero. It's going to have to be like old times. It's going to have to be like old times where everybody in the family contributes for the family to survive. I got to turn my alarm off. Oh boy. It amazes me how I go to make a video and there's got to be something that's going to interfere with it. That amazes me. The alarm was just telling me to make sure I took my medicine. But you need to get to Brylan Riggs' channel, and it pretty much says it all. You need to have your preps right. And if you're not saved, if you're not born again, you don't have Jesus Christ in your life, you're going to have a hard time during the tribulation. You're going to have to decide between your soul's salvation or taking the mark of the beast and being able to buy groceries for a little while longer. But all of this stuff, how they're getting rid of the dairy cattle, they're getting rid of meat. They don't want you driving a gas car. They want you driving an electric car so that they can limit how far you go. They want you walking a 15-minute city, and it's all rules for thee and not for me as far as the rich elites are concerned. And you young people that are marching and you're like, from the land to the sea, we will be free. when the rapture happens and the believers are taken out of the world, Islam will be the religion and the government of the world, okay? And that means, and Islam, by the way, means submit. Islam means submit. And you young people that are marching for a whole bunch of rules and regulations for other people, it's all going to come back on you. And when Islam becomes the rule of law worldwide and in America and everything, you're not going to have gay pride parades. You're not going to have men with men and women with women. You're not going to have women driving cars or going to school. Women are going to have to marry, keep their mouth shut. You know, all of that stuff. They're going to have to keep their head covered. Just like it was the Middle East is the way it's going to be in America about 10 years from now. I can see it coming. There are already Muslim enclaves in Irving, Texas, and in Brooklyn, in New York, and in Minnesota. And they're being very sweet and loving right now. But you take that pride flag and you go to the Middle East and you yell from the land to the sea, like one person did, and they took the flag, they grabbed it away from the guy, they stomped it, they burned it, and they beat the crap out of the man for being naive, taking a pride flag into a pro-Palestinian march, okay? Because over there, they don't have to be nice. Over there, they're throwing homosexuals off the tops of buildings. And their ideology has not changed. The reason that they're being nice in America is because there's not enough of them yet. But you look at England, they already have England on lockdown. You know, you go through England with a can of liquor that's open, or a dress that's too short, or your hair uncovered, and you're going to get the smackdown. So, fam, I can see it all coming, and you've got to be prepared. You've got to be prepared. But if you're left behind when the tribulation happens, you're going to be butthurt. So, like I said, the best video tonight on the tube is Brylan Riggs' video, BrylanRiggs, Brylan Riggs channel. Get there before they take it down. Pop out.